All right, guys, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. It's so much content and it's free, so jump on it.
Vegas, Florida, Atlanta, DC, combine all those places, and that's all South Africa. You getting that in one stop. And I didn't even go to Durban. I didn't even go to Kruger. So I ain't even see that in person. Right, right, right. So right, and next three times after that, So it's like, man, I'm just excited about how I can contribute to South Africa beyond my dollars. You mentioned Mark to me off camera in the last video, just being a person of wisdom that's willing to share info, whether it be to the youth or how you're a big pillar like that in your neighborhood. People come knocking on the door, just want to
Yeah.
have talks with you. That's a sign of respect. That's a sign of humility. And that's what a quality I like to contribute to the people out there as well. So yeah, Seba is the truth. Somebody said that in the comments. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say this to you though. But it's I'm not going to say it's sad, but I'm going to say it's sad that our people, we work hard. We've been through a lot. Our families, raised us up and got us, up on our 2 feet, and we doing our thing. And at some point, we still don't expect much from the world. We don't expect
Mm,
much. We just go out here, like for example, when you come here and you name all these places, you know what? We really want people to see what it's like to be on the level. Like this is what you deserve. You
yeah.
deserve
Yeah.
it. And I know for some people it's hard to accept. They're like, oh, I'm just used to going to Chick-fil-A, and which is nothing wrong with Chick-fil-A. We don't have them here, but
Yeah.
we do got Rocco Mamas, and I'll put
Yeah.
up against Chick-fil-A any day. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. I feel you.
but so it's good that you can experience that, because sometimes, I mean, you might go your whole life and never experience it, or even go your whole life and never experience Africa. I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds crazy. At this
Yeah.
point, it sounds.
Yeah. It definitely does because, like I said, I was looking at other countries to visit and things of that nature, but it it's no way that I could imagine now that I've had this experience not having this. Like to know it is almost like it's so hard to share the truth to others. That's why I always get now when y'all say you got to come here at the end of your videos because it's like even with all the info and insight you're given, it's still not giving the full justice. And it's not because you guys aren't doing a good job. It's just because it's beyond having enough, you know, vocabulary to express. It's just different. So I tell people, like unless you go there, you're not gonna be able to have that same look in your eyes, that brightness, that light I have now from Africa. It's a different thing. Like when I talk about it, it's like you would have thought it was my wife the way I discuss Africa. They be like, bro, you glowing, you lighting up just talking about a country. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like it was that it was that amazing, and I've been to places here and it's just not the same. So and even in Cape Town, I might be reaching, but I don't really remember even seeing a lot of fast food restaurants in Cape Town. Like, I don't think I saw that a lot. I mean, maybe here and there, but not like here, how we, even in Joburg, not like a
Yeah,
McDonald's every corner type stuff. I saw vendors, I saw street food, I saw like, places you can go and get fresh fruits off the street, from people. Of course, farming in Cape Town, I saw a little bit more, but I saw it in Johannesburg too.
mhm.
So that being attached to the natural essence of things still is a big deal to them as well. So it's like, I would say also the African Americans, whether in business, be careful and mindful of how much of the American version you want to bring to them, you know, uh, because they may not want all of our American ways. You know, you can help and contribute, but here where they need things first versus like you telling them what they're missing out on. Because I think that's our American cockiness of like, yeah, we have it all, but it's like, nah, not really. You know,
Yeah.
it's really not. It's just what you've been told and what's been reported to us to try to make ourselves look like the top. But
Mhm.
yeah, I wouldn't say that's the case at all. You know,
So it's funny you say that. You said like, we in America, we have everything. So that means everywhere else doesn't have everything.
right?
But did you, I mean, you kind of been around, you had a little bit of time here. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we have in America, or we have in America, they had it here in South Africa. And then on top of that,
Oh yeah,
they had their own brands as well.
yes.
So yeah, 'cause I saw you wearing that red bat. I saw it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was loving that. I was man, I was in them stores every day. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That the stores was and again, they have all if you into Gucci, Versace, and all that, you ain't gonna miss out on that either. Mall of
Yeah,
Africa literally has every store in existence of humanity. So it's like it ain't like you know, and you ain't missing nothing. You know, and I tell people still to this day, I'm gonna keep fighting that Woolworths is the greatest combination store I've ever seen in my life. You get groceries, you get a suit in the same place. I've never seen nothing like that.
yeah,
But I don't think they're lacking anything. I mean, even the cars that's luxury here, they everyday cars out there. I mean,
yeah.
people driving Audis and Benz and all this stuff as taxis and regular cars. It's like, okay, this I don't even know what luxury cars there are out there. I've seen, I mean, I saw the Ferraris, the dealership near the hotel I was in Johannesburg. They had Ferraris. They had some cars I haven't even heard of before.
Hmm.
And they were beautiful. They had Rolls Royces and Bentleys, all that high end stuff that people think is exclusive somewhere. They had it too. So,
Yeah.
and the biggest thing I showed my family, I didn't get to do the real estate tour, but when I went through like the townships, like whether it be Soweto or different places, and saw like how people were living that had money or high end or what you call middle class even.
Yeah.
They lived a lot better in my opinion. As far as the space, the square footage, I mean acres, all of that stuff here would be like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they can watch you all's channel from the I always get it mixed up. Blue something estates, I think it is that you all do the tour.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got. I don't know a lot of communities like that here in the U.S. You know, where you get that type of entry, it's that spaced out. You get these golf courses, you get that luxury life, and when you look to your neighbors, is the biggest part. They look like you, because that's the
Yeah.
part a lot of people leave out. You know, you can get that, but I don't want to get that in some state where I could be, if stuff hit the fan, these people might be looking at me like this is 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. And that's a subtlety that you have to go there to see. Like you can't just
Yeah.
read that in some research paper.
So the lifestyles are here.
All of it. They're there for sure.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions you got?
Not not really a question so much as a comment. You mentioned Seba restaurant, and we like
Okay.
Seba because it's a black-owned restaurant. She's a celebrity chef
Mm,
here
okay.
in Africa. Just speak a little bit about the experience because I know you don't eat everything, so just speak a little
Right.
bit about your experience there at Seba.
Oh, perfect. I'm plant based, been that way for 8 years. No meat, no dairy, no animal products. Zero problems accommodating that. I let the server know, and he had no problems. When so that still got the I want to say 8 courses that it was. They were all
Hmm.
vegan from grilled pumpkin to sauteed spinach, roasted vegetables like a lentil and rice dish. Um, I mean, there was so many things, a salad, then even down to the dessert. They had vegan dessert that I could get. It was like an orange, like ice cream sorbet type of thing. That was great. The non-alcoholic drinks because I don't drink, but they were still well done. What
Yeah.
I'm cooked on now, South Africa did this to me. Now I'm always drinking sparkling water now. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at you!
That's
yeah,
me.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can get a little fancy. You know what I'm saying? Get some sparkling water,
Sparkling
but
water in the U.S. is expensive.
it is. It absolutely is.
You can really only get Pellegrino.
That's what I got, and I usually try to do glass bottled water anyway, like Mountain Valley. But the
Yeah.
Pellegrino is the sparkling water I've been getting, and it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But just having that as a thing was something I would have never put in my mind.
Yeah.
But just them
Mhm.
bringing it to the table in so many places, I was like, let me sip some of this waffle. And now everywhere I'm like requesting it, you know. So it
Can I
was
have a sparkling water, please?
right, exactly. So
Like
it was
hot cold.
definitely nice, yeah. And yeah, it's just a great country. Like I said, I don't earn nothing by hyping it up. This is what it is. People use their own judgment if they believe it's genuine or not. But the only way you could disprove me is if you go yourself. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's the ultimate end goal with any of this when it comes to South Africa is visiting. And I just gotta thank y'all, man, because like you said, unfortunately, without your channel, I can't guarantee that I ever went. You know, just being honest. I always used to have the thought of wanting to visit Africa, but it was only a thought. I never put, you know, one foot in front of the other, and you all allowed that to happen. You know, so now that it's been realized, it's it's a part of my life now. You know, DC, Atlanta, and South Africa is like
There you
it's
go.
strong. Yeah,
Perfect.
it's bad. It's moving up to number two, my second home. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's number
Yeah.
one someday. You know, but yeah, it was great all around.
But that was our, like I said again, that was our plan. You know, we just, we know black people in the US very well. And we just know that we need, I mean, nobody gives us any breaks. Nobody sets anything aside for us. There's nothing specially done. You know, we gotta fit in all these different spaces. And then there's the black section. You know, so we
Mm,
just felt that we could create something here in South Africa for us to come, relax, have a good time, do it at a high level. We don't have to come here and you know do it at the lowest level. We could do it at a
mm,
pretty good level and absolutely get to take the service that you get. We can, I think we provide a really good service as far as reputation,
absolutely.
everything, and just so you can sit back for a while, and just realize that you know what, it's okay being, it's okay, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it just
yeah, for
is.
sure.
It
Yeah.
just is.
Um,
Well, Chris, is there anything else you want to add, to the conversation? All I'm going to say is keep telling people about South Africa. It's going to be hard not to, but is there anything that you want to add to this?
yeah, I'll say whether it be people who already traveled through you, or people who haven't, just keep going. You know, keep going, keep spreading the word, and the more people that look like us that go
Yeah,
and have some of the same experiences to be, I'll go ahead and say to a degree, an ambassador, depending on how far you go for it, because I look at you all as that, um, and and take the step. You don't lose anything by just trying to see um, what it's like. You know, you've been to a bunch of places. It don't hurt to go visit Africa. They opened on. You know, I even say on the flight, it was amazing when I was going from Cape Town to Johannes. I mean, from Johannesburg to Cape Town to pulling it. I was like, man, everybody in this airport essentially is African. You know, like that's even great to see just us in charge of stuff. You know, like the person I asked, can I talk to the owner? They look like me. They may be from Johannesburg, Pretoria, or wherever, but they look like me. You know,
yeah,
so we don't get to see that often here in America. So you always get that vibe of there's a hidden hand above you, and that wasn't the case when I had my time in South Africa. And I just hope that the locals of South Africa know that, at least from my perspective, I'm greatly appreciative of you. I'm sure, positive, negative people everywhere, but I've only had good experiences with you. Um, and I hope to contribute and add to that as time goes on. And yeah, that would be it. And I can't wait for my next trip. It might be that real estate tour. I don't know. Just I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this year without going back. Like that's been a hard thing I've been thinking about for the last
Well,
few
the real
weeks.
estate tour is a vibe all by itself.
Yeah.
Um, but I understand you're not the only one that's been here this year that's already contemplating coming back in November. Um,
Yeah.
because the opportunity for what you're trying to do, because we've had a conversation offline, it would definitely benefit you. But even if you don't do it and you come back at another time this year, we will be right here.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for the opportunity. We really appreciate it.
So wait, one more thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
I know you on the socials and whatnot,
Hmm.
and I think a lot of
Yeah.
people really connected with you on this channel. Believe it or not.
Okay. Okay.
Um, what about any socials that you want to share?
Oh yeah.
Um,
My filmmaking page is all one word. It's pretty long, but it's called Movie Making Mason. So my last name Mason, and it's
yeah.
MOVIE
Okay.
MAKING Mason. So movie making Mason. We're gonna be putting a lot of content on there coming up these next couple months going into the new year. So expect a lot. It may not be a lot on there now, but that's because we got a social media person on it. So look out for our movies, our shows, and just different content and opportunities to collaborate. You can find us there. You can also find us on uniquelensproductions.com. That's all our content is free to watch. And we love feedback, we love critique. So check it out. Tell us what you think. And that's also YouTube as well for the person asking. Unique Lens, you can find us on there. But Unique Lens Productions is the best way to find everything, and it'll link you to every other
.com, right?
avenue. Yes, sir. .com. Yep.
And Lens is with an S, right?
Yes. Yep. Lens and the productions with an S. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I'm putting it there.
yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. And if you have any questions, whether you in South Africa or in America, you in film, you in writing, any creativity, you have questions or you have statements and opportunities to things to share, I'm open to collaboration. I really would like to bring projects and opportunities to South Africa, and expand our content here on the continent of U.S. Just because the diaspora needs more representation. So, I'm an open book. Me and my buddy Delonte are the main ones behind it. So definitely reach out and we'll try to get some things going for sure.
Excellent.
Okay. Now the movie making Mason, is that the handle for
Instagram. Yeah, that's an Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. But
okay.
the unique lens is where all our content is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go out and check the brother out. I met him personally. I'm vouching.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't need it, but I'm vouching to saying that he's squared away. So a lot of you South Africans, because there's a lot of South Africans that do some types of work like you, reach out to Chris and see if there's any opportunity to collab. I mean, there's no need to let that lake in the middle keep us from doing this good work and whatnot. So, but Chris, we really appreciate you sharing your story. I'm sure everybody else does as well. And hopefully we'll see you here in sunny South Africa.
We definitely will. So y'all have a good one. Thanks again. Happy belated Father's Day as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good one.
All right, guys. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that. We really appreciated Chris for sharing his story. He didn't have to, but he really felt motivated, as you guys can see. He really had a really good connection with South Africa, and I think that if any one of you guys that are on the fence about coming, trust me, you get here. Let us sort it out. Let us sort it out for you. We're gonna make it smooth. Am I right, Tasha?
We're gonna do our best. No, we make it smooth. That's what we do. We've been doing it for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
We know what you deserve in a lot of ways because we're the same as you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do travel this far, I think that you should be worry free, which is why we do the things we do the way that we do things. So if you can just get on board, you can go to the website, you can book. Payment plans are available. You pick your dates, you pick how long you want to travel, and you just allow us the opportunity to show you South Africa the best possible way. And then if you get, bitten by the South African bug, you'll be like, Chris,
Which you will. Yes, you will.
And you'll be pining for it after 14 days of being here. You'll think about it every day, and eventually you will be planning to return before you even leave the first time, because that's typically what happens.
Yeah. So, but like I said, everybody that has come with us, I wish I can tell everyone's story. I can just give you a quick snapshot. It's like, hey, I saw something on your channel. Is that real? Or
Yeah,
something to that
yeah.
effect. And we're like, yes. Are you guys actually in South Africa?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I saw this, and this. Can I do that? Yes.
Some stuff you can't, but most.
Yeah, most things you can do. We sort it out for you, and then they're thinking like, how do I get to it? Because there are a lot of people on. I'm be honest with you, on YouTube that will show you all these things, but there's no bridge to get from point A to point B. They're saying, look at me here, and I'm over there, and it's exciting, but but you don't know how to get there. We're actually a tourism company first and foremost. And then number two, we just happen to have a YouTube channel and social media just so you guys can reach out to us. But we primarily are concerned with our tourism space. We want to make sure when you come, when you get on that plane going back to the United States of America, that you're really sad. Nah.
Well, you're gonna be sad anyway,
Yeah.
but that's not our goal for you to be sad.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal.
No, it's not.
Kind of, just a little
Not
bit.
your goal.
But no, because we know what we're offering to our people, And like I said again earlier with Chris, no one is doing this for us. No one. And if we're waiting around for somebody to do it for
It's
us,
never gonna happen.
it's not going to happen. And then lastly, if all we do is, like Chris said, if is just complain about us not having certain things, you can complain. You can. You can complain. And if it never materializes, then you know why, because you're just complaining. So, but if you really want to spend a good time getting comfortable here in Africa, then reach out to us at therealsouthafrica.com and you will not regret your decision. Is there anything you want to leave the good people with, Tasha?
Thank you guys for the privilege of your time today. We appreciate Chris for also giving us his story. We invite all of you to visit South Africa and to come and create your own experience, have your own story. Your story will inspire someone else, And that's basically how we're going to continue to get the word out about South Africa and continue to work this movement so that we can actually have opportunities as diasporan for an outlet when it comes to what we want the rest of our lives to look like.
Cool. I don't have anything to say. I don't. I always got something to say.
He does.
Come and have a good time in South Africa. It's a great playground for us to come and enjoy ourselves. And all I can say is, like I normally say, even though it's dark outside right now here in South Africa, we will see you here in sunny South Africa. As you guys see, we have many options to come to South Africa. We have our Joburg packages, which has 6, 10, and 13-day packages. And of course, the same for Cape Town. You can come, we can sort it out for you. All you have to do is get your flight, come here, we take care of everything else, and then you'll have a nice testimony as well. And of course, Durban, one of our best locations because it's tropical. And then of course, we have this thing called our ebook. And it's been assisting a lot of people in the information they need if they're looking at transitioning to South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.